Frencho here from the Peak Brothers YouTube channel, and I'm in the Stara Planina mountain range. Today I'm gonna be climbing, surviving in my tent, and cooking a steak at night. So tag along because it is going to be an interesting video. So I've been walking along this trail now for about half an hour since my dad dropped me off, and I think I found a waterfall. But let's see if there's any water, because I'm gonna need some water for tonight. It's gonna be a long night. So we've officially acquired about 2 liters of dirty water, and good thing I'm carrying a bit of silver that's just gonna clean it all out. And we have actually found the rock formation we're gonna be climbing on. It's a rock formation called Martolets. It's located in the Stara Planina mountain range, and let's see what happens. So right now I'm leaving the cliffs and I'm going to search a camping spot for the night. First up, it's gonna need to be away from forests. I want to light a fire to cook a steak, so I don't want to be close to any trees, grass, or really anything, so I don't light a fire. And second, I don't want those 200 km/h winds in my face while I'm trying to sleep. So I'm gonna have to find shelter somewhere. So let's see. So I've been walking in this forest for about 3 hours now, and I'm getting pretty hungry. And it's getting really dark outside. The sun is setting right now, and I think I found my camping spot. This is where I'm gonna be spending my night. This is where I'm gonna be lighting the fire. And yeah, let's set the tent up. So I just cleared out my camping spot. This is the mother dough for tonight, and yeah, I forgot my steaks at home, but that's okay. I still have bread. And so a really useful tip while camping is take your tent poles out and put them outside of your backpack, because that's what gives your backpack the really bulky and big look. So it's a really useful hiking tip I use all the time. So I've just set up the tent, and now I'm gonna bring my backpack, my sleeping bag, and my sleeping mat inside the tent. You want to do this as quickly as possible because there's a lot of mosquitoes around there and you don't want them biting you through the night. So my sleeping setup is the Sea2 Summit Amilinze ultralight sleeping mat, and my sleeping bag is just a really regular casual sleeping bag. You know, I think it's 7 degrees. I mean, it's the summer right now, so you know, you can use any sleeping bag you want, but for the winter you're gonna need a really proper one. And I like to bring a pillow, but I forgot mine today, so I think I'm just gonna use my down jacket as a pillow. A thing I bring with me every time I go backpacking or really camping anywhere is a fire starter kit. So I've got my matches here, a lighter, and a bunch of fire starters, because that's going to be really helpful in extreme survival situations. Not like this one, but it still is helpful all the time. So right now we're just going to collect a bunch of dry twigs and leaves that we're going to use for the fire later. You want to take them to the place where you'll be making your fire. Put them here. break them apart into small pieces and put them on top. You're gonna leave a small hole out here where you're gonna put the fire starter, and then you're just gonna put it all over there, and hopefully it fires up. So when your fire grows bigger, it's like a big baby. It's growing, and you just want to keep feeding it with bigger and bigger twigs and just dry wood. So when it reaches a certain temperature, you're gonna put big twigs like this into the fire so you can steadily cook something. Okay, since I forgot my steak, the only thing I'm gonna be eating is fresh bread, I hope, with honey butter. So we've got to find a stick that we can stick into the ground. This one seems perfect. Alright, so I think the fire is ready. The dough is here. I've got a stick sharpened up where I'm gonna put the bread and I'm gonna cook it over the fire. So I've got the bread ready on my stick, and now I've just got to put it over the fire and wait. I'm gonna do a slow rotation mode until it cooks evenly on all sides, and then I'm gonna eat it with honey butter. So the bread is already cooking, but you don't want to overcook it. Even if it looks cooked on the outside, it's going to be soft on the inside. So you want to try this. Keep your hand over the fire, and you want to count to 3. If you're getting hot at 3, that's around 375 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's where you want to cook the bread. So for me, that's right here, and you just want to keep a steady flow and just flip it around and flip it around till it cooks. So when your bread is done, you want to take out your jar with honey, butter and bread. You're gonna open it, hope they've mixed really well. Open your bread like this, spread it out, put on some honey butter, just like that. Yes, exactly. That is beautiful. Alright, you're gonna put down your jar and take a big bite of it. Oh my god, is there really anything better than wild camping, eating fresh honey butter with bread, and sitting by the fire? This is absolutely stunning. Oh yes. Put on even some more butter on it. Oh my god, yes. That's the stuff, man. Just gotta get out there, have fun. Life moves pretty fast. Steve Irwin was right. Life does move pretty fast. Man. Alright, story time now. So, cooking this bread and everything and making the dough reminded me of a thing that happened to me when I was 6 years old. So, it was just my birthday. On the next morning, I opened my present and I got a book that says 100 things every man should know how to do. And there was this really interesting thing, how to make pancakes. And I wanted to surprise my mother at the time, so I got up early at 6 a.m. and tried to make pancakes with this recipe. But I ended up burning the counter, burning the wooden table, and waking my mom up, and she wasn't really that happy. But it is still something really cool to tell at a campfire. Alright, so guys, update here. I'm going to bed, which means we're gonna put out the fire, get ready, and get into the tent and go to sleep. See you tomorrow. Alright guys, I'm in the bed now in the tent, and today was a pretty eventful day, so I'm really exhausted. So really looking forward to going to sleep. Good night. Hey guys, so it's currently 5:30 in the morning and I'm just waking up. So yeah, that's normal for me. I wake up pretty early and I'm just gonna pack up the tent now, collect all my trash, put everything in my backpack and get going because my dad's gonna be waiting for me in about 2 hours. And yeah, it was a pretty wild journey.